To keep you updated on the capital and financial markets, here is a recap of what happened.
While investors may be tempted to retreat to cash, given the geopolitical conflicts in Ukraine and Iran, tariff uncertainty, and volatile oil prices, Amundi Investment Institute head of global macroeconomics and emerging markets strategy Alessia Berardi says they should stay invested but maintain a diversified portfolio to spread out the risks. In an exclusive interview in Kuala Lumpur, Berardi says, "We continue to remain risk-on and are constructive on risky assets. The economic outlook has been quite resilient. Growth has been subdued, but we haven't had any kind of outright recessionary outlooks even after the COVID-19 pandemic. Economic activity has remained relatively stable, while recession fears have not materialized. If you look at the equity markets, they have remained quite bullish." The AI boom and the risk of a correction are emerging as major global credit risks, ratings agency Fitch has warned, adding to growing concerns that soaring tech valuations and unprecedented AI spending may be running ahead of uncertain future returns. In its third quarter global risk outlook, Fitch said the credit backdrop remains dominated by two short-term risks: mounting vulnerability to an AI-related market correction and continued uncertainty linked to the US-Iran conflict. The ratings agency echoed recent warnings from global watchdogs that the AI boom has become increasingly intertwined with economic growth and with capital markets, particularly in the United States, raising the risks of any major sell-off. Global semiconductor stocks tumbled as fears over the durability of the AI boom intensified ahead of results from some of Silicon Valley's biggest companies this week. Worries around funding uncertainties, capex increases, and big tech free cash flow have taken center stage, said Venu Krishna, head of US equities strategy at Barclays. Concerns over future oversupply have also weighed on sentiment, as leading chip makers have recently unveiled aggressive expansion plans. Signs that Chinese AI companies are making advances have added to the anxiety among investors. Chinese tech stocks plunged, led by high-flying semiconductor names, as concerns over stretched valuations and crowded positioning intensified a rotation out of some of this year's best-performing sectors. Markets showed little response to the readout from the Communist Party's decision-making Politburo meeting, which was released just about 30 minutes before the close of trading. The nation's top officials struck a more supportive tone on the economy, but stopped short of announcing fresh stimulus at the key meeting. The moves in Chinese stocks came as the global AI trade has faltered in recent weeks. Beyond concerns about valuations and positioning, investors have also grown wary of intensifying competition, circular deals, and mounting signs that companies may be overinvesting in AI infrastructure and capacity. The latest slide is also likely to pose a fresh challenge to Chinese authorities, who already rolled out a series of measures this month to stem a tech-led sell-off, including mobilizing state-backed funds, regulators, insurers, and asset managers. The U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission will examine ways to ensure markets are set up for trading 23 hours a day, 5 days a week, this fall. It is a global market around the world, and somewhere there's a stock exchange open, and a lot of things are being traded, even in off hours, SEC Chair Paul Atkins told Yahoo Finance in an interview. The SEC will hold a public roundtable on the 17th of September to discuss the infrastructure, risks, and readiness for round-the-clock stock market operations. Exchanges are preparing to be ready by the end of the year.
FIMM is pleased to announce the release of its latest annual report, now available on its official website. Link in the description. The FIMM annual convention is back, and registration is now open. Be part of the conversations shaping the unit trust industry's future. Reserve your seat today and get ready for a day of insights, connections, and forward vision.
This has been the FIMM TV Weekly Recap. Be informed, stay updated. Be sure to like, share and subscribe.